As the saying goes, if you hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later you're going to get a haircut. And that's kind of what happened to me. I never set out to be a television news anchor, but about 6 years ago, I was offered an opportunity to co-anchor the News at 5 alongside Kim Fields. And we agreed to do it under one condition. We wanted to do it differently, dramatically differently than any other newscast in Idaho. Inspired by what they were doing with Next on 9 News in Denver, we wanted to talk about news like we do with our friends, like in plain speak, cut through and cut out the BS and add in some context and even add a touch of snark. We even came up with a mission statement for a newscast, believe it or not, before we launched on January 30th, 2020. News you want to watch and engage with. Smart, honest, sometimes funny, and offer a perspective with a purpose. Well, over the last 6 years, I hope we have fulfilled that mission. I hope we've shown local TV news is about getting to the truth and asking the right questions at the right time. Which reminds me, I want to say I appreciate the elected politicians and community leaders who are willing to do more than just run their mouths on social media or in safe spaces. Those who didn't just issue unchecked statements to the media and agreed to speak with us on camera and answer our questions so that we could share those answers with you. I also hope we've shown local TV news can be about good writing, good storytelling. It can be unique, it can be real, it can be fun, and it can be valuable. And maybe that's why the 208 has resonated. But putting 20 plus minutes of unique and creative news stories on the air every day, it doesn't just happen by itself. 99% of the scripts on this show I've either written or edited, mostly because I figured if I'm going to come out here and say it, well, then I better have a connection to it, and I better own it. But as Neil Young once said, well, he sang it actually, it's better to burn out than to fade away. Well, this is me burning out. I've never been someone to do something halfway, which means fading away isn't really an option. So I've decided to step away from the 208. I'm at a point in my life where I'm ready to do something else since, I'm not getting any younger. What that looks like, I'm not sure yet. I hear podcasts are really taking off, but I'll figure it all out later. But I also won't be going that far away. Will the 208 continue without me? That is the plan. Will it be the same? No. But that's okay, because change isn't always a bad thing. In fact, we've had a few since we've started nearly 6 years ago. For example, our former general manager, Kate Morris, who took a chance on us and the 208, she left shortly after, only to be replaced by our current GM, Jessica Hagan, who has continued to believe in us and let us do our thing. So is our director of content, Lisa Chavez, even though we kind of made her nervous doing our thing more than once. And by we, I mean those who have been a part of this 208 team since the beginning, like Kim Fields and Shanti Alsalai. Our producers, Danny Alsop, Katie Yates, Kai Tucker, Joe Paris, Katya Stepovic, Andrew Bartline, Aspen Shumpert, and Hunter Funk. Those are the reporters who brought you stories every day. Shane Woodland, he created our open. Logan Smith, he's been a wizard editing several elements of this show for several years. And of course, the production crews who've allowed us to try new things in the studio year in and year out. I will forever be grateful to those who have contributed to and supported the 208. But this newscast would, hold on one sec. It would not have been possible, would it hadn't been what it was for the last 6 years without photojournalist Kevin Esslinger, who after decades of working in television news, he came back to KTVB to chase this idea of finally being able to do it differently. Kevin has guided us, he's reminded us of what makes a good story, and he made whatever we did that day better. We first worked together nearly 30 years ago, and I'm still blown away every day by his ability to craft a story. Finally, I may not know what is next for me, but I do know this work that we've done over the last 5 years has been the most rewarding of my career. And I've been on Willie Nelson's bus. Over 25 years, this job has taken me to Ireland and to the Basque Country. It's brought me to bowl games, an Olympics, to a hurricane. But the best thing it brought me was my wife, who's standing right over there right now, without whom, I should say, none of this traveling and long hours would have been possible. And of course, my kids. So thank you all for allowing me to offer a bit of myself, and especially thank you for offering a bit of yourselves with your comments and willingness to share your stories with us. For example, I brought a few out here today. Hold on one sec. We've got some stuff here that people have kind of sent us this way, movies and books, all kinds of things that they've shared with us, which is great, and we love it. We even got just a treasure trove of letters that people have brought. What do we have here? This is my favorite. These are a pair of pants that somebody made. These are the craziest pair of pants I've ever seen. That's my face right here, sorry, on a pair of pants. Nuts, crazy. This, I was told, was supposed to be a tea towel. I don't know what that means. I want to share this with you, though. Here's a letter that somebody wrote. This is a stack of letters that people have sent who are still writing stuff, which is amazing. But this one stood out to me just because it's simplicity. Thank you for being a breath of fresh air in the crazy world of news. I appreciate your humor and style. Continue fighting the good fight. That one is from, I believe, Diana. Diana, thank you very, very much for sending all that stuff. It has been amazing to do it. Let me see if I can get some of these books out here, I think, which is kind of part of this. And I want to say, hopefully, being a part of the 208, as viewers, and you on the people who have worked on this show, you've been able to learn something, or possibly understand a perspective that you hadn't considered before. And thank you for proving that good writing, good stories, and meaningful local TV news still matters. So as for what's next, I'm not sure. I do know what I'm doing right now, though. Whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen. This has been on my desk for about 4 years, and now I have a mess to clean up. Sorry, production, let me get that taken care of. No better way to go out right now, though, but cheers, everybody, and thank you for watching the 208. It's been fun. We'll see you next time. Maybe.
Continue with us and watch free now on the KTVB Plus app.